Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry it's been so long. I'm out today because got a new stove and pot rest system. This is the Xfire and the Xboil, being sold in the UK here by Outdoor Gear Essentials. I believe they're originally from Germany, but they're ultra lightweight system with fire pits and meth burners, etc. So we'll take a look at them both and try them out today. So first up we're going to be looking at the Xboil system. We've got the stove here and the pot rest here. Pretty simple and pretty thin and light. Very easy to pack. So you just bend it round. You can see mine's been used once, so it's forming a little bit to that shape. You just put the tabs in and boom, that's that done. You can barely see it there, can you? This is the stove they do as well, which is very light actually. And inside there I've got some little pot rests, and these, oh look at that, I dropped it on there, will just go on the windshield or pot holder, whatever you'd like to call it, like so. Now you can just place your stove down, place your pot rest and windshield over the top. You don't need these if you're using something bigger, but this is absolutely perfect for this cup. Look at that. And because of the height of the stove in there, you've got enough of a gap for the alcohol to actually bloom up properly. Now I, like a lot of people, use a Trangia burner most of the time, so with that these pot rests would be too low. It wouldn't allow that flame to bloom up properly, in which case you could just use a couple of these pegs, which they do, to actually lift your cup up high enough to let that flame bloom and get a proper boil quickly. Now the windshield itself has holes in, so you can actually use them if you did misplace the actual pot hangers, and if you undo it you can obviously roll it a bit tighter and store it in your cup. Literally no space whatsoever. You can still fit your burner and whatnot inside your cup, so it is a very lightweight and convenient system. Now here's their burner, which is very lightweight actually, and it has the material in there to absorb the alcohol. Apparently this won't drip. I'm finding that hard to believe. I've always avoided this style and always used the Trangia, because if you've got a little bit in there they tend to hold it with the gasket and that. But we'll give that a try and we'll basically try this out in general. Now I've got some alcohol in one of their little bottles. I think some packages come with them, some don't. But you've got them in a variety of sizes as well. They are 30 millilitres, 100 and 200 for the big one there. So we'll just saturate that. Now that looks like the material is just completely saturated, so I guess if that's saturated and you've not got more than that in there, it is going to actually hold that liquid, because nothing is dripping out there at all. In fact, yeah, just going to light that with a match. Ooh, look at that. We'll stick the cup on, and you can see in them gaps it allows for them handles. That's about what I generally use. Now I'm not going to time this or anything. They say it's a quick boil, but I mean, give or take, they're all roughly the same. You can tell if something's inefficient. I would tell you if it's inefficient, but all of this timing different stoves, I'm not down with any of that. So we'll see how it goes. You can just about see the flames licking up there. Looks like there's pretty much no wasted heat really. Apparently that material is graphite felt, which absorbs the spirits inside the burner. But of course you can take that out and you can put in like dragon fuel or something, or you could just use the lid or something with some Xfire fuel tabs as well. I can hear it already. Yeah, we've got a rolling boil. That was actually really quick. Let's get some tea in there. And the handles are still cool to the touch. Oh, that's nice, my first cuppa of the day actually. Just extinguished it by putting the lid on, which seems to have done the job pretty well, so I'm leaving it to cool at the moment. Now that was 30 millilitres of fuel. I don't know how long that will last, but I've got something else to do, so we'll have a look see. I might do some extra testing at home we'll see about that. But both of these I did use on a recent camp video that a lot of you guys would have seen, and I will link that at the end and in the description for you to watch as well. But I'm going to finish this and we'll get on with some food. And in this pouch, which is quite a nice pouch actually, obviously that's kind of very thin, we've got the Xfire system. Now if you saw that video camp I talked about, you would have seen this before. We've got the pot stand, the base, a grill, and this is the fire pit itself, which comes completely flat, but obviously when some heat hits it in form, it's going to form to that shape a bit, but obviously you can still pack that very easily. So let me get this set up. So you can see here this goes together in the exact same way as the xboil, with them 3 tabs, and forms the fire pit. Got it upside down, but it takes seconds. Now depending on your surface, you could just use it like that. But also got this base, which can be used on different levels if you wanted to put fuel on it or a stove on it. But for a fire, I would just put it right at the bottom there. And there's little tabs along here for the different heights. We have here the cross, which goes on like so, and has ridges just so it can go on there. I trod on this on the last camp, so I need to put it in a vise really when I get a chance, just to straighten it back out, but wasn't too bad. But yeah, there's just your little pot lid. And if you didn't want to buy the cross, you could still of course use the pegs, which have many ridges around. You can also put them through various holes as well if you wanted your pot down inside, and use it more like a windbreak as well. So plenty of options and lots of airflow. That's what I found with this. Sorry, you may hear some gunfire in the background. Don't worry, they're not after me. Now, like I said, this is all from Outdoor Gear Essentials. They actually sent it to me. It's an online store that I have used in the past. They have lots of little innovations, things you wouldn't find anywhere else, just like bag liners and things like what I've bought there before is these bands, which are for sort of nesting cups and keeping lids on cups, and they come in like a big pack. Very handy little thing. So yeah, I'll link all that below, but let's get some wood together, light the stove and cook something. That's what I do. Well, I've cut some wood up. You want them a little bit smaller than you would in a campfire. After you've got coals, you could probably go a bit bigger. These ones probably too long, but with the pot rest I think they'll be fine. Or you know, you want to leave it to burn a little while before you're actually cooking on it. A little bit shorter for dropping in while it's going. For those curious, this is the 19cm version, that's diameter and height. They also do a 14 as well, which is probably more comparable to a bush box or a firebox or something. Got some kindling, I'm ready to go. Got a fire lighter in there. I'm just going to start putting in the kindling, and we'll move on to the bigger stuff. Like I said, these bits are too long, but we're trying to get a good base of coals before we start cooking, as you would do in any fire pit or firebox. Houston, we may have a problem. That's quite a big steak. So I think I'm going to have to cut this steak in half. I did really know it was this big. There we go. God, that's 2 healthy steaks still. So I'm just going to oil and season this steak on both sides. This is just salt and pepper. Get that nice bit of seasoning. Do it on the other side. We're ready to go. Just going to need a little more fuel in there. I'll use the shorter pieces. You can see how good the airflow is with the pan on there, the flames licking up. There's just no lack of airflow on this. So we'll get this steak in. Boy, that is smelling good. Just going to wait a few minutes for that steak to rest. Not too long because we're outside, it'll cool down too much. But yeah, it's just so easy to have a fire in that pit. The ventilation is brilliant. Right, this has rested for a few minutes now, so we should have a look at what we got here. Obviously at home I would leave it to rest even longer. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that is what I call perfect. So irrelevant to the review, but who doesn't like a bit of steak? Give that a go. So juicy. So true story on these things. I saw them on Karen's Gone Wild channel. I'll link the video below that I saw, and it looked exactly what I was after. I was after a lightweight fire pit for, you know, longer walk journeys than driving into the woods or, you know, 1 mile or under kind of things. And it was exactly what I was looking for. I was also looking for a better pot stand for using with an alcohol burner as well, because the cross I've been using doesn't have enough distance on the trangia, so it doesn't bloom properly, doesn't light properly, especially in cold weather. It will put it out. It just wasn't very good. Took me a while to get around to it, but I was about to order these, and Outdoor Gear Essentials contacted me and offered to send them for me to use. No strings attached, didn't ask for a review or anything, but as they are exactly what I was looking for, already used them on a camp as you've seen. This is the second time out with them, absolutely loving them. The Xfire, like I said, comes in 2 sizes. This is the larger 19, and it is 355 grams, which is nothing really. Very easy to pack and put together, of course. Now you've got the 14 as well, which comes ultralight and stainless steel. That's 115 grams and 235 grams, so they're kind of nothing really. Now in this video I didn't use the grill, which you can buy. It's 14 by 20 centimeters, got it written down right here, but I used it for toast on the last camp, so you'll be seeing that on the screen now. So yeah, I'm very happy with both of these. They're going to be in my kit from now on. Going to be taking this down to Dartmoor soon for sure, and pretty sure I'm going to be using this on a lot of camps, not even ones where I have a long journey. It's just so convenient for breakfast and stuff, or if I'm somewhere where the ground isn't suitable for a fire, or if I just don't want to clear up. But yeah, I'll link them below. They're a bit costly, but in my opinion worth it. I was going to buy them anyway. I don't usually going to cost too much because, you know, everyone's different with what something's worth to them. So check them out on the link below. I'll link Outdoor Gear Essentials, the UK site, and I'll probably link the original German site as well, which to be honest wasn't a great site. It was quite hard to understand, not just because of the German. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Good to be back on these reviews, and I'll see you on the next one soon.